Hi guys, I want to share this word with you. This season of fall was very important because God was up to something. He says that He's doing whatever He's doing in your life, He's doing for a reason. So, around September, October, if you remember, America had a series of storms. It hit on other coasts, it did not hit New York. But my building, they started to prepare for the storm. So what they were doing was in our front yard, they started chopping trees, right? They put the notices and they told us that they're cutting these trees because these were, I guess, infected and something was wrong with those trees, and they were afraid that those trees were going to fall when the storm came. And when the storm hit and it was over, nothing came to New York. But anyways, as a precaution, they cut all these trees. And it just so happens that the Lord put me out on the terrace to sit and watch this cutting of trees. And I'm telling you, just being honest, that I was not happy. It was around 20 to 30 trees that they chopped off right before my eyes, and I'm just watching it. So they were cutting the tree, they were putting it in the shredder, they pulverized it, and they took it away, right? So it happened on a series of like 5 6 days that they did it. And as this was happening, I felt very deeply in my heart the pain of severance, like like literally, like as if God was cutting things, cutting relationships, cutting people out of my life. And I started to pray and I started to ask God that, well, initially I thought it was the enemy trying to, speak something to me, but it was actually God. He was trying to show me something. So I just went in prayer and I watched the whole thing, trying to ask God, help me understand what you're doing. And the Lord used this fall season to show me there's a lot of relationships in our lives that are just not necessary for the next season. There's a lot of things that we have, knowingly or unknowingly attached ourselves to, and they're not necessary. So God's like, I am taking them out. I am cutting it off from its root. I am plucking it out of your life. There is a reason why I'm doing this, because He's making room. You're entering into a newer season, so there are new blessings that is coming towards you. And coming back to the trees, when I was outside a few days ago, I was noticing that these tree stumps, there were only two stumps left because they pulled out all of them. But the two stumps that were left, they were actually rotten in the inside, hollow in the inside. There was nothing there. And, the Lord was just showing me, see, all things that I do is for your good. I am doing this for a reason. So I started to, really rejoice in my heart and worship God when I saw these things and started to understand God's ways. So I really want to use this opportunity to encourage you, my friend. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter, how hard your situation is. But remember always that the Lord's eyes are on you. And if you feel like, everything is being snatched out of your hands, it's not really being snatched out. God is cutting it off on a purpose, and He's doing it because He wants to make room for the new things that He's bringing into your life. If you keep holding on to whatever it is, remember, it's rotten. It is dying on the inside. It's going to kill you with it. So my friends, I encourage you, give God this chance, give God this opportunity to change your life. Give God this, whatever this is. It could be your work, it could be your marriage, it could be your friendship, it could be your school, your studies, or your personal life, certain habits, certain things that you're attached to, whatever that may be. Give God this opportunity to take it away. And yes, it will be painful because, ironically, I don't know what kind of trees these were that they were cutting off, but when they cut off these trees, they the stump started to turn red. I'm not sure if they painted it red or the tree was bleeding, but it was bloodshot red. I'm going to try and put in the pictures right here if I'm able to. So you can see that these stumps are rotten and dead in the inside, but they are blood red on the outside. Um, the only thing that I would like for you to understand is severance is hurtful. It is going to hurt. When God starts to chop these deeply rooted feelings, emotions, friendships, relationships, attachments, addictions, when God's like cutting it off from its root, pulling it out from the ground, is going to hurt. And I'm not trying to minimize anybody's emotions and feelings, but I really want you to understand He is doing this for you, because these things were going to take you down. So, my friends, please give this opportunity to God to change your life, to do something incredible. Trust Him, trust the process that He has taken, because it is very important that we understand this is not God's first time dealing with His children. He's been doing it for a very, very long time. It might be a first time for us to see something new that He is doing, but He's been doing this all along. So I encourage you to let God do what He is doing and get out of the way, because time is coming when you'll have abundance of blessings and you will need more room to keep them. So that's all I wanted to share. I hope you have a blessed day ahead. God bless you. Bye.